Kovalchuk, and Kovalchuk a shot that's carefully played away by Lundqvist. Now Ponikarovsky with it. Threw one in front, blocked there. Scramble for it there. They poke away at it. Still it's loose. Poked out by Kovalchuk. They score! It's Reed! It's over!
Happy Devils Friday! Oh boy, are you happy? We beat the Rangers! We beat the Rangers! We beat the Rangers! Suck it, Lundqvist! Henrique scores in overtime! He is the Rookie of the Year! I am your host, Sam Wu, here with Shorts Guy. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news as seen on NBC Sports. The Devils have won the Eastern Conference. They're champions in 2012. We're going to beat LA, I tell you. We're going to beat LA. Devils Army, Devils Generals are rejoicing right now. I just went 1.21 gigawatts, 88 miles per hour back home to do this podcast. Shorts Guy, this is going to be a great Memorial Day weekend, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. Big party this weekend. Not because, just because it's Memorial Day, but the Devils also beat the Rangers. Big party this weekend. My house. Let's do it. Oh,
Adam
man.
Henrique. Rookie Adam Henrique scores the game-winning goal against veteran Henrik Lundqvist. Oh, I'll tell you, he will never win a cup. I mean, he will just never win a cup. I mean, yeah, they're comparing about Marty. Talk about Marty Breuer. Marty Breuer turns 40 this year. Is in the Stanley Cup Finals after beating the Rangers and what he's been through. I'm telling you, he's going to be a lifelong Devil. And how about Ilya Kovalchuk? I mean, I got to go out and get an Ilya Kovalchuk jersey, jersey right now. Yeah. Woo! We were sitting in section 208 tonight, and heck, we had a celebrity with us that night.
We did.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Celebrity with us tonight.
Yeah. We had Jim Breuer sitting in our section, and we were just chanting all night long. Henrik.
Hey, it's so loud. Great.
As a goalie, Shorts Guy, what do you think the seventh man got in his head tonight when Devils fans were just chanting his name all night long, especially down 2-0? I mean, that's really got to just weigh on you, how annoying that is after Rangers fans in Game 5 were just chanting Marty. But you know what? Marty actually produced a win at Madison Square Garden.
All right, so I'm going to give two answers to that question. I'm going to give the Devil fan answer, and I'm going to give the actual goaltender answer. So the Devils fan answer is, yes, we got in his head. Absolutely, we got in his head. It's annoying to hear all that. Okay, putting that aside, the actual professional goaltender, which I don't claim to be but would love to be, no, we did not get into his head enough, because after that first period, it was 2-0 Devils, and he was able to shut us out all the way until the very first minute into that overtime. So, yes and no. I hate to give the actual answer, and then it's the fan answer and the actual answer, I guess.
Yeah, and
sorry,
you know what?
Like that, Sam.
How about the intro tonight when those what were they? They were coming out from the ceiling. They were dropped down. It was like there was a parachute. It was those lights that the Devils did. That was great.
For some reason, this playoff run, I have loved the warm up mix on this playoff run the entire time. It's just been a real good mix, and that's the one thing that's kind of sticking out in my mind is going early for warm ups, and it's a lot of pop songs, but I still love it. It's great.
Oh yeah,
it pumps me up. It pumps everyone up. I love it.
And you got to think that Lou Lamoriello, our lifelong GM, Lou Lamoriello.
Yeah, right.
I mean, how many Stanley Cup Finals has he brought the New Jersey Devils to? I mean, this is just amazing. It yeah. And
you ready for this? You know what?
What's
The Stanley Cup might have the name Cam Jansen written on it.
Oh my goodness, Cam Jansen. Oh yeah, and you know what? I gotta tell you, Jeff Vanderbeek is the best Devils owner. I hope he's the Devils owner for life. I mean, here you have a Devils fan that turned owner. I just hope Jeff Vanderbeek is the owner for life. If this lockout actually happens, I know he'll pay the employees in full. No furloughs, 20% pay cuts or anything like that. I can't even envision that in the future. But I'm sure Jeff Vanderbeek, he will pay his employees, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So the Devils are going to play LA in the Stanley Cup Finals, and after beating the Rangers, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I think the Devils have a good chance of having home ice advantage against LA. It's just, I think the only thing that really bothers me is the officiating, maybe catching icings or whatever, because I just don't want the officiating, in a crucial moment of, I don't know, like Game 6 or Game 7 in that series to actually screw up everything. But, but I know that the guys are very disciplined, especially the fourth line. Steve Bernier, I mean, he's not going to cause any trouble. I know that for a fact.
That fourth line's been doing really good. I'm very happy with that fourth.
Oh, yeah, that Steven Gianta, Bernier, and Ryan Carter. I mean, did you see that first goal? The speed of that, it's just, it's just like going directly towards Henrik Lundqvist. And what was he supposed to do? I mean,
he obviously did nothing. He did nothing. Oh, it was great.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And this podcast, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, and we're gonna post this afterwards because
message board. You gonna post it on the message board?
Hopefully, eventually we could do this live one day.
I know that'd be great. That would be great.
Yeah, it's 2012. Yeah, it's 2012.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, this is great. This is great that the Devils win. I'm tired of all things going on in the world right now. The election and and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's great. But yeah, the Devils beat the Rangers. I feel like this is our moment to shine. I know in '94.
Coming our way.
94, Nevermore. I know the 2006 we swept in the first round, swept the Rangers, the whole Sean Avery thing, But this victory over the New York Rangers tonight, this is going to be solidified in history forever.
I think
this is a Game 6.
I think this wipes away '94.
I think it does too.
I feel like in years to come, people are going to look at this as finally getting that monkey off your back about '94. I cannot wait because growing up, all through high school, all I heard was Mateau from all my misguided friends that made poor life decisions. Now, what do we have now, Sam? We have Henrique. It's over.
Yeah. I mean, Doc Emmerich's call was so great, and I just love looking at this picture. Now, we have a special guest. It's Pete Canarosi the Devils organist, who was at the game tonight. He is speeding his way home, back to his studio somewhere to do this podcast, and he'll give us. He'll give us all the details of that night, playing the organ, what's been going on. But, I mean, let's enjoy tonight. The Devils beat the Rangers tonight. It's a happy Devils Friday. We are Eastern Conference champions. I mean, and
Zach did not touch the trophy.
I know.
Zach did not even touch the table.
I know.
Took the picture. No one touched it. Everyone happy. Everyone's super happy they won. But again, that's always the question. What are we going to do when we win? Are we going to touch the trophy or not? And depending on your feeling of superstition, some teams have just picked it up and gone with it. Other teams not even touch the table, like Zach didn't even touch the table tonight. But I have to say this on a kind of related note. I think that Prince of Wales trophy is one of the most beautiful trophies in the NHL trophy case. I love that trophy. Since
absolutely.
I first saw it in 95 as a 7th grader. I first saw it in 95 with that crystal, with that giant chunk of crystal in the middle and the crystal icicles on the outside. That is one of the most beautiful trophies in the league's trophy cabinet. I love that trophy. It's a shame that it's a shame that it's the trophy that no one wants to touch because it's so awesome to look at.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, nothing beats our goal song. Our goal song playing and chanting, hey. Yeah, I hope they never take away our goal song because that goal song creates champions. Champions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and, it's, and I saw David Decker in the parking lot with his bullhorn. The red guy, I saw him. And it was, and the Rangers suck confetti it was all over the place. We were just dumping it on. And remember all the chants we were taunting Ranger fans? Like, remember that one guy, bald spot, because of the bald spot on his head,
I don't know why they allow visiting fans to sit anywhere near 208. I just don't know. It's such a bad idea. I don't know why they just don't say, like, I know you can't do anything about resale. Trying to get them secondhand, but I don't know. I don't know why they allow anyone to buy tickets there that are not Devils fans. It's just, it never works out for them. It just never does.
Yeah. And kudos to the people at NBC Sports Network that televised the game tonight. It was great that the call. I can't wait to watch it on the replay tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And so let me see if
Sam, I got an idea.
What's that?
Sam, I got an idea. Do you want to call the MSG ticket office and ask them if they have Game 7 tickets for sale yet?
or when's Game 9?
We can also call the bars. Yo, let's call the bars around MSG, see what time they're going to open on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's something we're going to do at your Memorial Day party on Sunday.
Let's just do that then.
Just prank call
MSG.
Yeah, just prank call everybody. All right. Well, guess what?
What?
I think he's back. I think Organist Pete is back. He drove about 88 miles an hour the entire way with 1.21 gigawatts. So he may have traveled back in time, but he was at the game tonight. Where the Devils beat the Rangers to become Eastern Conference champions. And from his studio, we are going to go to the Nova Product Design satellite link to Organist Pete. Pete, you're here with Sam Wu and Shorts Guy. How was tonight's game at the Prudential Center, at the Rock?
Wow, it was amazing. I mean, Game 6, overtime, Henrik beats Lundqvist. The place was electric, just simply electric. It was amazing, and I did drive very fast to get home.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, we drove really fast. I mean, I don't know how fast we drove, but like right after the game, we just booked it, and we got home in about half an hour. But so Pete, let me ask you, what time did you actually get to the game tonight for this game 6? Like, what was the atmosphere like when you were going to the game?
Yeah, man. You could feel it. It was like not so much like 2003, but it was that kind of electricity starting to build up, because that if we won this game, man, we were going on to the finals. So the electricity was in the building, man. Everybody was pumped. We had a new kid as an intern who was really doing a great job with our production, and our production manager and our whole team. We just really prepped for this game because we knew it could be something special.
Was that new kid named Joe, the intern?
It was. He was.
You know what?
Joe, the intern. Yeah.
You know what? Promote Joe the intern. I hope he stays for at least 20, 25 years. He's a great guy.
I mean, someday I could see him, becoming the in-game producer for all the Devils games, and maybe even being my boss.
Oh, really? Oh, well, you better suck up to him now. I'm telling you, better suck up to him now. He is a gem.
Yeah, you better be nice to him. You never know.
Yeah,
I will.
So when you were playing the organ, Pete, why don't you play some tunes? I don't know how you got out of your tie and jacket. I know Lou has those rules, but how did you get undressed so fat? I mean, you look like you've been home all day.
Yeah, well, I was so excited to come on the podcast. I said, man, I better hightail it home and get out of my civvy clothes and get comfortable, because I know I was going to be with you guys. So, I'm ready to play.
Thank you for
some
that.
work.
All right, so why don't you play some tunes? Yeah.
That's enough. I don't want anyone to get crazy.
No, we've already been crazy. We were. I'll tell you what, Pete. I know you were there working it, but man, being in the stands, the stands were insane. It just felt like such a massive release, because overtime can be long and stressful, or short and really great. And it's never an in between. I mean, you've been watching NHL hockey as long as we have, and it's either going to go the distance, or it's going to be over quick, and you just never know. And tonight was just that. It just came so quick. It was awesome. But you know what? They stopped selling beer after the third period. That's the only downside. I had to buy a coffee. There was only coffee available to drink.
Man, when Henrique scored that goal, there was a collective from all the Ranger fans in the building. They were just like,
great.
That it was. I'll tell you, we got into Lundqvist's head tonight. I mean, even during the stoppages, the commercial stoppages, the Lundqvist, the Henrik chants were so loud I couldn't even hear Shorts guy, who was right next to me. Like I couldn't even. He was trying to tell me something, and I'm like, Henrik, and anytime he tries to talk to me, it's like I yell louder because I was so into it, and it's got to be ringing in his helmet like the entire time, and I'm glad that the Devils fans showed up tonight, and we ruled the building. I mean, going to the game. I mean, this is how my night started. So, about a while back, about a couple of weeks ago, I actually invited Jim Breuer to a game, but we couldn't figure out what. So finally, if nobody knows who Jim Breuer is, he's a comedian. He was on Saturday Night Live. He does Half Baked, all that good stuff. But
he's fantastic in Half Baked.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, it turned out that there was a concert. There's a concert tonight at at the Izod Center, and it was, I forgot what boy band it was. It was like O something or O Town, or I have no idea, or something like that, right? So he asked his wife, "Do I have to chaperone?" And she said no. So he hopped in my Jeep. We went to the game. We had sushi beforehand, and we handed out Ranger Suck confetti to all the fans going in, and we had a great time. It was freaking awesome, and he was doing Joe Pesci impressions, Ozzy impressions in the stands. It was freaking great. It was a great time. Like you knew you couldn't lose tonight. You couldn't lose tonight, right?
We got to have him back. We have to have him back.
Yeah. Yeah. So what?
Yeah, it was very special.
So Pete, like when the Devils were up 2-0, I mean the place was loud. I mean, was that the loudest you've ever heard the Rock since you've been since the opening of the Rock in 2007?
Yeah, man, that was we hadn't been there so many times in that situation since 2007. And if you remember the year before, I believe we didn't even go to the finals in 2011. Yeah. So, this was like, wow. Okay, we had the cup in 2003, and then we had a few times back and forth. But, the year before we weren't there. So this year they were like so on it. And the fact that there were Ranger fans in the building made them even want to get louder. It was really, really loud.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the Fire Lounge tonight as well. I didn't see you in your normal spot.
Look, you being in the Fire Lounge, Sam. Was wondering where you were.
Yeah, I was in the Fire Lounge.
Yeah,
but you're
big money.
I was down to section 214.
Oh, okay. You were in 214. I thought you were down on the concourse on the bottom there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not 214. 14. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because 214 that may be something in the future, Pete. So
No,
why would they stick all the way up there?
I don't know what I was thinking. It was section 14, and I was right behind Marty for periods 1 and 3, and I could look down. I could see Marty, and every time we scored, everybody stood up, and I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, but you know what? And you know what they need to do? They need to change the Jumbotron. I think the TV is just a little bit too small. They need to widen it up maybe in the future. Yeah.
That's a great idea. Maybe you could recommend that to them because you're such a good Jumbotron kind of guy.
Yeah. Something more widescreen like what the Dallas Cowboys have or something like that, like something big. Because right now it's just a small TV. But hopefully Jeff hopefully Jeff Vanderbeek has the funds to get that big TV up there.
That intern we talked about, Joe. I'll mention it to him. Maybe he could say something to somebody.
Oh yeah. And that intern Joe.
Make sure intern Joe doesn't move you there, Pete.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So, you know what? And, for Marty Breuer to win this game, he is a lifelong Devil. I can't see him in any other uniform but New Jersey Devils uniform after tonight.
Yeah, that would be tough to view, right? Yeah,
I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. It's like, he can't be in any other jersey. He can't be in any other jersey. He won't be playing in any other building as the home goaltender other than ours. And there's absolutely no chance he would ever even think about going out west either. That would just be weird.
Oh, I know.
Real weird.
His family is rooted in New Jersey, and something tells me that Anthony Breuer, I think Lou's looking at him. I think he's going to draft him next year. I think he's going to draft. I think he's going to draft Marty's kid next year.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, but moving on to the Stanley Cup Finals against LA, I think the Devils have a chance. But as what I said before, I just hope the refs don't screw it up. Hopefully they don't call a stupid penalty. That's marginal. They should really focus more on their icing calls before they call penalties. You know what I mean?
You're right.
That's so true. That's so
Yeah.
true. I mean, we could go all the way against LA for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Steve Bernier. I like his game. It's very disciplined right now. So hopefully he doesn't have any series changing penalties.
Yeah, we don't want to leave Marty too unprotected.
Yeah.
I know.
And I know this is too early to talk about because there's a looming lockout on the horizon. But after winning that game, Zach Parisi's got to stay in New Jersey. He's got to stay. I mean, Covey's already signed up for the next 15 years. I love Covey.
Yeah,
right?
man. I mean, David Clarkson, they have such a great, rapport. Zajac, Clarkson, all those guys. Wow.
Oh, I know. So what other tunes can you play, Pete? Do you have in your repertoire right now as we're celebrating?
Little Foo Fighters for you guys.
Oh, that's great. You know what, Pete? Pete, we're on Twitter, and I know that maybe about 2 years and 2 months from now, you're probably going to sign up on Twitter. But I found the Twitter handle for you, so it's at Pete Canarosi. I put it on there because something tells me in March of 2014 you'll sign up for Twitter, and then you're going to be on there. So I decided to put it on there. Do you know what Twitter is?
Can I use that to join Twitter?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
just remember,
no one copyrighted my name. I can actually use my own name on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I'll share you the account information. In the future. Yeah.
Awesome. And then maybe do you think there's like other organists in the league on Twitter?
I'm pretty sure. I think eventually they're going to start signing up, Pete. So you got to get on it.
Share some songs and information, and play songs for each other on there. That would be kind of cool. And maybe even we could like listen to each other playing in the games and tweet about it.
Yeah. Now, I have a question for you, Pete. Have you ever had any aspirations of becoming the Nets organist at some point?
Well, when we were back in Continental Arena, I actually played one Nets game, and the director at the time, he really loved it, but there was some kind of issue between management, and I'm not quite sure what the reason was, but they only had me in for one game, and then they kind of went all the way to DJ. But I did play for them one game, and I would love to do it again. Maybe I should reach out to them.
Oh, I know. I think they're building an arena in Brooklyn or something like that. But
Oh, wow, they moved to Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird. There goes another. Hey, you know what though? If they do that, then you know what? There's only one team left in the state, and that's us.
Yes.
Why not move to Brooklyn?
Yeah.
We could be Jersey's team.
Yeah.
We could be. It sounds like something that they should use to market. I don't know. Maybe they should do that at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? And I hear rumors that the Islanders, that the Long Island project may go through. So, but because there's no way they're going to put that won't work at the Barclays Center. Whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Islanders moving there, that's not going to work.
Yeah, but Lou Lamoriello is forever our GM, and as long as Lou is in town, you know what? I can count that the Devils will be cup contenders, and they should sign him to a lifelong contract. I'll tell you. But yeah, great. It was a great time tonight. I'm just on cloud nine. Shorts. How do you rank this game in Devils history so far?
Oh man, this has got to be in Devils history. I'm going to put this one at 4, and the reason why I'm putting it at 4 is because you got to put the 3 Stanley Cup winning games, and then this one. So you got to put 95, 2000, 2003, and then Game 6 in 2012. And the only reason why it's number 4 is just because it's not a cup win, but it's damn near close. It's damn near close. So
I think that game was so the series itself was so emotionally draining from Game 1 to Game 6. I mean, we had just beaten the Flyers, and we had just beaten the Panthers. With again Henrique, right? That first round series, and then we had one of our fans, Lauren, getting a Twitter war with the Florida Panthers owner, if you remember that, Lauren Rubio. Yeah. So she gets in a Twitter war. It's suddenly like front page news. So a Devils fan takes on a Florida Panthers owner who happens to be from New Jersey, whose brother happens to run the Nets. On top of it, I think the last name is Yomark or something like that, or it was Brett Yomark. I don't remember the name, but it just so happens like all this is coming together, and it's great. But
oh yeah, this is tonight. Like it's going to take a lot to come down from this high tonight. It's so awesome to see this. To beat the Rangers in an overtime in a clenching game is the best. Like you can't get any better than if you're gonna win a clenching game, it's awesome. But to win it against your biggest rivals after they did it to you way back in '94, I'm terrible at math. So what is that? 12 and 6. It's 20 years, almost 20 years. I think if I'm doing my math right, I'm terrible at math. But either way. It's so great to give it right back to them all these years later. It's the best.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're trying this like new thing on Facebook. Somehow it stopped working. So we're still on. We're still on Twitter. We're still on YouTube. We're still on all those sites. So it's better than none. But we'll have to repost it later. But well, hopefully,
hopefully internet technology gets figured out in a couple of years, because that would be great.
Yeah, hopefully we have like better internet service, and maybe down in 2020 in the next decade.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, you know what though? You know what's the downside about the Devils doing so well right now? If we can keep building on this and just winning the next couple of years, we're gonna have really bad draft picks, like all the way into like 2020. We're just gonna have we're gonna be drafting so low, as far as low as like the high 20s to 30. So we're not gonna see a good early draft pick for a good long time, hopefully.
Yeah. I saw this one kid skate. He was in diapers. His name is I think Jack Hughes. I think the kid's got a future.
Well, we'll see.
You saw him skating diapers?
Yeah, in diapers, and he was pretty good. Yeah, his brother Quinn, he was a toddler. He was skating pretty well.
Well, unfortunately, if he turns out to be good, we won't have the draft pick to get him. So I guess he'll do good for someone in the league.
Yeah.
It won't be us, because we're going to have all those late draft picks going forward.
Yeah.
The price of success, right?
Yep, the price of success. Well, Pete, you have any final words as you're on the Nova Product Design satellite link to us?
Yes, I do. I want to show you my prized possession that I got after the game tonight.
Oh, you got the hat already.
Oh, I got to go over to Modell's and grab a hat.
Yeah, we got to go to Modell's tomorrow. You got the hat already.
Conference
2012 Conference champions. How about that?
Wow.
Look at that. The perks of being employed by the Devils. You get a hat. You get the hat the night of. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right away. They knew
That's
it was
awesome.
coming, so they had the hats ready.
Yeah. Hey, what's that thing? Is that I see a number 30? What's that thing? Is that? Hold on a sec. Let me. It's right in front of you, Pete. To your left. To your left. What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that something from the future?
No, this is something from the past. This is a little souvenir I got.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that's great.
I got to find one of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, Pete. You've got all sorts of memorabilia.
Oh yeah.
Again,
and I got this little guy right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got one of them too. Hopefully, we have to get another one for this year. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all pumped up with my memorabilia.
Awesome. Well, Pete, thank you very much for coming on to the Let's Go Devils podcast. We're going to close down the podcast, but why don't you stay on, and we'll have a little powwow after the podcast. All right?
Okay, great. And I have just this to say for you. Let's go, baby. Let's get them.
Let's bring it home in the next round.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, Pete. That's Pete Canarosi coming to you live via satellite link on the Nova Product Design satellite link here.
You've always been ahead. You've always been ahead with this technology. You've loved playing with this technology for as long as I've known you.
Oh, I know. Yeah, maybe one day somebody will appreciate it.
I know. Hey, we should keep doing stuff like this. This would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come over to my house one day and I'll show you how it all works.
Yeah. We'll give that a shot. You know who would be really good for this? You remember that guy from the parking lot? How was his name?
Beer
Baron. Yeah.
Beer
We should
Baron.
get him at some point. That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, do you still have his number?
Yeah, I think I have his number.
Wait, did he have a regular phone or a sidekick? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember. But hey, he's a single guy right now. I'm sure he has nothing better to do. I can't imagine him with kids.
Messenger.
Yeah, I can't imagine him with kids.
Messenger. I think I do have his instant messenger name. I'll give him a shout out, or not a shout out. I'll shoot him a message.
Okay.
Who knows if he ever will come back from that away message he's had up for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right. Well, let's close out the podcast. Sorry about Facebook, but hey, we'll figure this thing out in 2020.
Yeah, I know. Too bad MySpace died.
Yeah,
it would have been great to MySpace.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Life.
Till next time, Devils fans. Enjoy tonight. Devils beat the Rangers.
Eastern Conference Finals. Eastern Conference champions
in overtime. Till next time, Henrique, it's over. Let's go Devils.